Okay, so the coolant light just came on. Went to check the coolant and it was pretty low. So I inspected the front area of the engine and noticed that there was coolant towards the bottom of the engine. Inspected the water pump area and sure enough, it's leaking from the water pump little weep hole right there. And this is where that little weep hole is at. So you look right down here, right down there. It's like right behind the water pump pulley right there. So in this video, I'll be showing you how I replaced the water pump on my 2014 Audi Q5 with a 3-liter supercharged engine. So let's just get straight to it. Here's the water pump that I purchased. It's the Graf brand with the metal impeller. Also got a jug of fully concentrated antifreeze here. If you want to go with this brand water pump, I'll put the link down below. Now, let's just jump right into it and get this water pump replaced. First thing to do is remove this front lower splash shield. It's held in by 9 of these T25 torque screws that run along the front side of the splash shield, and then you also have another 9 dowel pin guides or screws that holds the splash shield on the back side of the splash shield. Remove this engine cover. Take this hose off and then I'm going to cap this off. Remove this hose and also cap this off. Now at the bottom of the car, we'll remove this and this hose here. It goes to the same pipe and hose that we just removed up there. Now in between the two pipes, there's a little T30 screw that we need to remove. And up here, there's another T30 screw that you need to remove, which is right there. Now we can remove that metal pipe that goes from the supercharger to the heat exchanger. Removing that pipe now gives us more clearance and room to remove the water pump. Next, I'm going to remove the supercharger belt here. I'm going to do that by relieving the tension off of the belt at that belt tensioner right there, which is a 16mm bolt rotated clockwise, and that should relieve tension off of the belt to be able to remove the belt. Before we remove the second belt that runs the water pump, we're going to loosen up the 3 M10 bolts that holds the pulley onto the water pump. Now we will remove the belt, and we do that by relieving the tension off of the belt and then pulling the belt off. And you do that by using the belt tensioner right there, which you see that little bolt right there is a 16mm bolt. Rotated it clockwise, and that should relieve the tension off the belt to be able to take off the belt. Remove the 3 water pump pulley bolts and the pulley. Now we can go ahead and unbolt and remove the water pump. It's held in by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 T30 Torx bolt. Shoot. And there's also a little hose that goes into this little metal pipe here that we need to remove. Okay, so the water pump was not easily able to come out. I had to kind of force it out a little bit through this area here. So be careful when trying to pull it out. If you guys are finding this video to be helpful so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on videos like these that could possibly help you guys out on future DIYs. Now, let's get that new water pump installed. Now, let me clean up the area first before installing the new water pump. As you can see there, it's quite dirty down there. The surface area where the water pump mounts to is cleaned up. So now let's install the water pump. I'll put the gasket on and then hand tight the bolts down. Hand tight the bolts down on the water pump. Those 7 water pump bolts should be torqued down to 9 Newton meters or 6.6 foot-pounds. Install the small little hose that goes to that small little pipe sticking out from the water pump. Install the water pump pulley with the 3 and 10 bolts. We will torque those 3 pulley bolts after we install the belt so that the belt can help hold the pulley still while we torque the 3 bolts. So let's go ahead and install the first belt first, the water pump belt. Now that the belt is installed, we can now torque down the water pump pulley M10 bolts to 20 Newton meters or 16.8 foot-pounds. Now let's reinstall the supercharger belt. Now that the last supercharger belt is on, let's install this metal coolant pipe that goes from the supercharger down to the heat exchanger with the 2 T30 Torx screw, one here and one right here. After the metal pipe is installed, make sure to install the 4 hoses, 1, 2 up here, and another 2 down there that goes to the metal pipe. All right, everything's all buttoned up. Now, let's get some coolant in there and check for any leaks. Okay, filled it up. It's gotten a little lower, so I'm gonna fill it up a little more, but the car's on, running. Pulley's good, belts are good, car's running good. I only burped the system a little bit by pressing and keep pumping this large hose here. Now, all of this is you just gotta drive it and run it, and then just continuously pay attention to the coolant and fill as needed. But so far, so good, running good. Once it's all confirmed and good to go, don't forget to install your lower front splash shield. Remember, 9 T25 Torx screws in the front and 9 guide pin screw bolts in the rear. And the final thing you want to do is install your engine cover. So if you guys have any further questions, just comment it down below and I will try my best to help you guys out. Ooh, it's pretty hot out here. Now, if you guys missed a video where I enabled the feature of rolling down your windows via the key fob remote, make sure you guys go and check it out right here. It's definitely beneficial during the summertime. And also, subscribe to my channel right here. Thanks, guys.